Hello, so today is Tuesday the 13th of September 2016, and I'm doing something that I've wanted to do for a while, which is look into a man called Mose Ogurek. Now, I first met Mose, I suppose met anyway, during the sort of 2012 Cultural Olympiad. There was an event on Plymouth Hoe going up to Royal William Yard, which specifically looked at um, sort of people sort of emigrating, coming in and out of places, and there was a sort of artistic thing going on sort of around the city. And at the end, they gave you this slip of paper, and it had a name on it, and mine was of Mose Ogurek, age 55, from Warsaw. Now, being a sort of having had interest in sort of Holocaust education, that sort of thing for a while, obviously the um, elements of Warsaw, um, this sort of Polish name, and the idea of sort of moving, emigrating, or potentially fleeing from something became sort of something of more of an interest, and I really wanted to look into that name. It's taken 4 darn years to do it, but I'm now looking into it, and lo and behold, he is indeed one of the victims of the Holocaust. I've managed to look up on yadvashem.org. There is a list of Holocaust victims, not survivors, and it will tell you their surname, their father's name, their age, where they lived, where they died, and the date of death. So let's look up Mose Ogurek. So I've got him. You can't really see the laptop, but you got him here. He was the father of Ari, I'm going to say, Ogurek. Again, he was 55 when he died, and it was 1940 when he died, so was born in 1895. And he died in Warsaw, Poland, and he came from Poland. So from this, it's initially not 100% clear if he was born in Warsaw as well as dying there. So we would have to see if he was on his way somewhere. But this is very interesting to see this sort of character developing. He's quite old, so obviously he wasn't, or is unlikely to be, even not discounting anything, sort of freedom fighter, whatever. If he's born in Poland and died in Poland, that could potentially suggest, obviously, he was living there for the majority of his lifetime, or had gone back to pick up some relatives maybe, and all of that sort of thing. I would presume, and I don't like presuming, but I would certainly guess that he would have been in Poland throughout the sort of entirety of it, but people do come and go, like I say, so you don't know. And that's what's so interesting about this. So now that I've looked into him, I have to look up more about him, and obviously about Ari Ogurek, and whether they still live together at the time, or whether that's who he'd come back for to rescue, and has sort of got an unfortunate side of the Nazis, that sort of thing, where Nazis were completely unfortunate, but on the sharp end, shall we say. So I suppose really I'm embarking on a "who do you think you are"-esque exploration of this Holocaust victim, inspired by a prompt, which is lovely because it's something we do in creative writing a lot, and in history as well, I suppose. But to have one in real life out of an event like that is kind of rare, so I'm glad to make the most of it. So I will be looking into that, and I'm hoping also to link in some drawn creatures of mine into a piece where they're discovering, not in one of these sort of slightly sugary childhood moralistic stories, but in the same sense, I suppose, things like the Book of Thieves and sort of other books reflecting on the time have used other narrators and that sort of thing to explore these topics which we're so used to exploring from a sort of repeated historical angle, trying to explore this from a creative angle, which always presents a challenge. So I'm looking forward to looking into that, and trying to explore Mose more through my own writing process and through the protagonists I'll be creating, which you will see on Instagram later. Ta-ra.